we already discussed what our LEAD stands for, and you might hear your child talking about, I showed LEAD today, or I'm a leader. And that's what it means. They're showing how to be a good friend, how to be a good citizen, how to achieve and set those goals and reach those goals. And I was hoping that I'd have their goal sheets out, but we did write as a class. We came up with a school academic goal and a personal goal that they can practice at home. And Ms. White just hasn't put them in the data notebooks yet. But when we do, you'll definitely be able to see those. And if they get sent home, please send them right back because we keep them in our data notebooks. That way, the students are aware of their goals all the time, and they're constantly practicing and hoping to achieve those goals. And maybe some of them have come home and told you, hey, my goal for this quarter is to do this. Our class mission statement we came up with together, and our main goal is to go to college, to graduate, get a good job so that we can be a global citizen and help other people in the world. And so our focus this year is really trying to get away from me, and really about giving to others and really celebrating that. Some of the quality tools, if you're new to AB Combs, we do use these a lot, and you will see these coming home. We use things like Lotus diagram, Venn diagrams to compare and contrast, bubble maps, fishbones, and a lot of other things. And it really helps the students organize their thoughts and their thinking. And you might see on the optional homework, create a bubble map about something, or do a Venn diagram on these two things. And so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I know it's a lot of information. Our core values for our classroom is synergizing. We want to work together. We want to care about others and be sweet friends to each other. We want to understand each other if we're different and celebrate those differences. We want to develop friendships. And really at this age, in kindergarten and first grade, we really want them to start developing those social skills and really be able to work together in groups. And so that's a really huge focus for this age. And we really want to celebrate thinking and really sharing how we can explain the process of everything we do and how we can connect it to other discipline areas. And we want to be helpful citizens, not only to your teacher, but to your classmates, into the school, into your community. And you'll see some of the projects we do this year. We do a lot with reaching out to others. If you haven't visited yet, we have our class website. It's just mrscatherwood.com, and you'll find almost all the information you'll probably need. But if you have any questions, please feel free to email me. There's a side, all the events that we have will be up here. If you go down, there's a student side where they can go on this at home. If they want to play some great learning games, they can go to fun websites. They can look at class photos, class books we've done, voice threads. These are stories that we write and we record ourselves online. And then your families, if you have microphones at home that you can hook up to your computer, you can communicate and comment on their stories that they've written in class. And so family in other states or other countries can comment on it as well, which is really exciting. We do a lot of technology in our classroom, so get ready, I need some help. On this side is for parents, and I'm sure some of you have already explored this, but scholastic orders will be starting hopefully the first week of October. So hang tight on that. Class lists for any birthday invitations or anything like that, Valentine's Day, will be on there. I do want to note that what we do in the classroom, any of the videos that we watch in the classroom to help us with our learning, I'll post on there. I'll also post any read aloud books that we do that are offered on Amazon.com. They'll allow me to put that on there. So you'll be connected as well to what we're learning, and you can have that discussion with your child at home. Class schedule, check that frequently. It may change based on early releases or certain events that we have at school. So check that probably weekly. Let's see. Important information for parents. You're going to find our SNAP calendar there. You're also going to see our volunteer calendar, which I'll post probably by the end of this week. And I'll start having volunteers in the classroom starting in October. We're going to need volunteers a lot. We need friends to work with stations We have literacy stations in the morning. We have, I would love for friends to come in and read with our friends or write with our friends if they can pull one-on-one or a small group. Or we have book clubs as well to challenge those who need that extra challenge or that extra push. We have different math groups and different skills that will be starting, and those math stations will be starting hopefully the first week of October, because we really want to get all those routines and procedures down so that they know what to do and that they can be successful in that. Homework, we are going to be doing it every Wednesday. We have a set of triplets in our class, and so us 3 teachers on this hallway will be sending home 5 pages a week, and it is optional. So if you have dance, you have basketball, you have church, whatever you have, or if it's a struggle, please don't push it. If they're tired, they're wore out, they're exhausted, or it's a fight, please, please, please say, it's okay, we'll try again tomorrow. Or we really want them to not be bombarded with so much homework, but we want them to develop, hey, after I get home from school, I have this certain time, and it's my homework time, and I need to be responsible for that, and I need to initiate trying to do it on my own. Okay, so we don't really look for correctness or anything like that per se. It's more developing that habit and refreshing those skills. We also, again, have volunteer opportunities. You need to sign up before October 31st. After that, it'll be only on Mondays. But you need a level 3 or 4 to work on a field trip or to work alone with a student, like out in the hallway or outside. And a level 1 or 2 means that you can only work in the classroom in the presence of one of us. We have so many opportunities this year. I'm excited. And I hope that we have a lot of people that would love to come in and help. We do a great voting project, and we do cookie voting. We have lots of different cookies, and we bring in science with that, and we test them by scrunching them up and rolling them and smushing them and tasting them and smelling them and all kinds of different tests that we do. We also do pumpkin seed counting in October, so we're going to need large pumpkins. We're going to need volunteers to help the kids with counting by 2s and 5s and 10s. We have obviously our celebrations, grocery shopping in November, needs and wants shopping after Thanksgiving. So we're going to have real life opportunities for your students to grow in their math skills. Holidays around the world, we're probably going to need volunteers. We do a lot of crafts and integration with that and technology. So we're probably going to need people, or even if you have any experience, if you're from another country or you celebrate a certain holiday that we're sharing about or even not sharing about, if you want to come in and share some of those things with us, if you want to create a PowerPoint slide, or if you want to bring in certain clothing or certain food that is store-bought, I would love, love, love to have you share with us. In January, we usually do a museum mix, and all the money that we make from that museum mix gets donated back into the program at the Raleigh Science Museum. We also do a project in March, which I'm going to skip down, is our world environments, and we transform our classrooms into the different environments. So we transform into the Arctic or the ocean or the rainforest or the desert, and we get to visit all of those different biomes. And some classrooms, they adopt an animal, and so that's part of their service project, is helping raise money to support those animals and making sure they're safe. We do a lot of QR code activities, which, anybody seen a QR code before? You might have seen it like on a pizza box or a van driving by or a plant.